One of NASCAR's original 6 tracks, the Martinsville Speedway in South Central Virginia, hosting the Subway 500 on an overcast and somewhat chilly late October day. Race is under caution for a 3rd time, and Jamie McMurray's got some problems.
Yeah, he chose to make his entrance on the pit road just a little bit too late. There is a commitment line. This line right there, that white line, you must at least touch that tire with the left side. And there's the 42 car. We can see how wide he is. He did not touch that the white line, so therefore, you got to go to the rear of the field.
So you have to at least touch it with your left side tires, and he went around it, actually.
Right.
So that's going to take him from 7th to 38th.
Watch right here. Watch the Texaco car. Doesn't even come close to hitting that line.
Exactly.
Then decides to come in too late.
Good shot there. Shows exactly what we're talking about.
And the pace car's off. Now, the first 5 cars online did not pit under this yellow. Terry Labonte, Casey Kane, Sterling Marlin, Brian Vickers, Herbie Sadler, they stopped back at lap 17, but none of the other guys did.
Right.
Ward Burton was the first car off pit road in that 0. Ward gets on the inside of Hermie, the 02 car.
Now we're going to see how important tires are here.
Yep.
Moderated by this. These guys all stopped because they were in the back of the pack.
But I still think what we were saying, what, 17 laps?
Yeah.
17, 18 laps on tires, I think it's going to mean a lot.
The 9 car has stopped. When did he stop last, Matt?
BP, the second caution, he came back in lap 17, changed all 4 tires. Earlier, they were working on that right front fender, the damage with the 4 car. Jimmy Spencer pulled it back out. It's good. Their big concern, though, track position. And you can see right now he's running in 2nd. A little bit older tires, but they're hoping what they saw in the Truck Series race, the track position is more important than tires, will hold true today.
Well, we'll see.
That's for the lead. Casey Kane by Terry Labonte to take over the top spot.
97's looking.
And Junior, as well as that 8 car, was running just before the caution flag. Looks like he's struggling to stay in front of Kurt Busch in the 97.
And Junior knows he can't leave that lane open. The 97 car of Kurt Busch will fill it.
You have to be kind of opportunistic to race here, don't you?
Oh,
you know,
man.
you have to be ready to pounce.
And patient. You got to stay right there, right on that back bumper, and just hope that the 8 car, the car in front of you, whoever that is, makes a mistake and drifts up the racetrack, and you can stick that nose in there. If you get back too far and he makes a mistake, you can't capitalize.
And what you're trying to do, you're trying to fill that mirror and make him nervous. You're trying to just be there all the time so that guy keeps looking up in the mirror, and like you said, BP, hopefully he'll make a mistake.
That's for 6th and 7th place between Junior and Kurt Busch.
The problem is, a lot of these guys don't make a lot of mistakes.
No.
So that's the hard part about it.
That's why they drive Nextel Cup cars, because they're really good at it.
And these guys right now kind of bottled up a little bit behind Ward Burton, who's just in front of Junior. And it looks like Junior's a little bit faster right now.
Now, Junior will use the bumper. If he feels like he's getting held up by Ward Burton after 2 or 3 laps, I believe he'll go ahead and give Ward Burton a little love tap.
I wonder where he learned that from.
If he's ever watched any film of his father racing, imagine that's where he learned it.
And if you're Ward, you're probably just sitting there waiting for it.
See Junior slip off turn 2, gave Kurt just a little bit of an opening. He dives in there. Oh, can he make it?
Yep.
Looks like he can.
Going to be enough. And then Tony Stewart, can he get up there before he gets to turn 1? Yep, gave him enough. And Junior may lose 2 or 3 spots here before he gets back down on the bottom.
And Wally, that slip that Junior made off turn 2 was just so small, but Kurt Busch was there to capitalize.
That's why you got to keep the cars close. You got to stay on that guy's bumper and hoping for just that little bit of an opportunity.
Now, Alan, what's those words he's wanting to hear?
Clear low.
Up.
Not this time. Yep.
No, he's hearing right now there's 3 more on the bottom, nose to tail. Clear after the 2 car.
Steve Meal has said trying his best, find some way, the spotter for the 8 car. Somehow, some way, get him to the bottom.
Go, man, why'd you do that? Stuck his hand out the window.
Now, I think he's finally going to get back to the bottom of the racetrack.
Junior falls in behind Rusty Wallace. That'll put him back in 11th place, while Ward Burton has now been shuffled to the outside lane of the 0.
Man, passing is so difficult here today.
Kurt Busch is by, Tony Stewart's by, here comes Jeff Burton by his older brother.
And when you're up on that outside groove like Ward Burton is, it's hard. You're driving your guts out, and you've got no traction, and you're just trying to stay up there and try to find a spot. It's difficult.
Marty, got something on Dale Jr. for us?
Well, Alan, I'm sure Wally and Benny know that it's kind of busy in the car when all those cars are going around you. When Junior finally got to the inside, he said, I told you guys it was too tight in the middle. They decided not to make an adjustment on the last stop. They're now paying for it. Junior said the car just will not turn in the middle of the corners.
That's tough here at Martinsville. Got to have the car roll through the center. We talked about that a lot of places, a lot of times, but this place is real important for the car to roll through the center, cut in the center so you can jump on that throttle.
Now, here come the guys with fresher tires up through some of the guys who didn't pit on this last caution.
I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with a couple of cars this early. The 2-car of Rusty Wallace and 20 Tony Stewart. That Home Depot car looks very good this afternoon.
So Kurt Busch up to 4th place, trying to chase down the leader, Casey Kane. Matty?
When I talked to Ray Evernham this morning, he said, you know, our qualifying performance is not a good indicator of just how good of a car that we have and how much Casey has learned since he finished 21st here in the spring. We've got to spin.
Turn 4.
Ricky Rudd again.
And
no yellow yet.
Caution.
Oh my goodness, no caution flag.
So a promising day is quickly turning kind of ugly for Ricky Rudd. Check out where that drops him back to here in a minute when he comes back around.
Yep. Now Robbie goes around. That will bring out the yellow.
You're clear. Come on. Come on.
Yep.
So the bumpers are getting a workout, it looks like, today.
Front bumpers on the back bumpers. See some sheet metal rubbing that left rear tire.
All right, a couple of spins in turn 4 on successive laps. One brought out a yellow, one didn't. Here's the backside of the Ricky Rudd spin, way top of the screen.
Yeah. Don't know if there was contact between Scott Wimmer, the 22, or not.
Probably.
And now Robbie Gordon.
Next lap. Yep. A little contact from Kyle Petty in 45, and
oh, this will be fun.
Yeah,
on board, Robbie Gordon.
Yeah, let's. Here we go.
Still there.
Still there.
Clear. Come on. You're clear. Come on.
Kept it off the wall.
I tell you what, that was a great job by Robbie Gordon to make that 360 and keep that car going.
So Ricky Rudd falls back to 27th place. Robbie Gordon back to 31st after their turn 4 spins. And now let's see if anybody comes to pit road here.
I think the top 4 will. Well, I shouldn't say top 4. Somebody in the top 4 will.
The guys that did not pit the last time, they might.
Let's see.
There comes the 9, the 40.
2 of those 3, and 3 of the 4 from before. Brian Vicker's going to come in as well. Under caution in the Subway 500 at Martinsville. You're watching NASCAR on NBC. Elliott Sadler's team won the McDonald's Drive-Thru Pit Crew Championship fueled by Powerade last weekend in Charlotte. They won it for a 7th time this season, donated the check to 2 charities. Very nice on their part. And they have a slim lead over Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s team for the season-long $200,000 prize among participating teams. Spending least amount of time on pit road during a race is how you win that particular money.
Well, I am impressed that those guys, especially Phil Horton, the pit crew.
Didn't think he'd part with that cash?
No, I didn't think he'd part with the money. Attaboy, Phil.
Pace car's off. Terry Labonte did not pit under this yellow. Didn't pit under the previous one either. He's the leader.
That green flag. Everybody's rolling you.
A little slip by the 97 car, and that was all it took for Tony Stewart to fill the gap.
I mean, Kurt Busch tried to go by the 4-car on the outside, and there was just no traction there.
But Stewart didn't pull it off.
Jimmy Spencer is 2 laps down in 40th place after the earlier problems he had, the time on pit road to repair the damage.
And he got one of his laps back under the lucky dog rule, the NASCAR rule that allows the first car not on the lead lap to get his lap back on a caution flag. He received one of those, but he's still a couple down.
He's trying to earn this one back.
Just a quick mention that there were a few guys that did pit under this particular yellow. They're all way at the back of the field. Casey Kane stopped, Matt Kenseth, Robbie Gordon, Jamie McMurray, Bobby Hamilton Jr., a couple other guys. Mario Gosselin getting the black flag in the aiding car. He's got something dragging under the car. He's kind of sending a shower of sparks up behind it. Let's hear about Tony Stewart, Dave.
He's having a very good run, Alan. BP, you alluded to it. The car is very good for Tony. The grip has been very good through the middle of the corner, though. The constant effort has been to loosen it up.
Uh-oh. Come on around. Get it. Come on. Get it going.
No caution
Leaders
yet?
coming into 3.
Oh.
Oh, look out.
Oh, there'll be one now.
Man.
Hang on. Hang on.
He did not want to. There's a curb there that's about 3 or 4 inches high. Now, the curb is not as bad as it used to be,
So long, you know what I'm saying?
but he did not want to run into that with the front of the car.
Well, Jimmy Spencer didn't want to either, but he had to.
So a yellow flag is out, and this is already going to be the 5th one of this race. There will be no lucky dog in this one because Robbie Gordon
He's a lap down, and he caused the caution, so
Right.
you cannot cause a caution and receive the lucky dog. That's just going to be contact right here. Oh. Man, oh man. Ooh, right bias.
They were trying to get down to the same piece of real estate.
And we'll probably see that all day because you can see, folks, just how treacherous that outside groove is.
Yikes, look at Spencer.
Spencer going through the mud.
He had nowhere to go.
So a tough start to the day at Martinsville for Robbie Gordon.
Inside on your corner.
Turned around a couple of times, including this one after contact with Ricky Rudd. Yellow flags out. You're watching NASCAR on NBC.